fairies asleep by thy murmuring stream flow gently, sweet after. Disturb not her dream. Thou stalk dove whose echo resounds from the hill. Ye wild whistling blackbirds in yon thorny dell. Oh, green-crested lapwing, thy screaming forbear. I charge you, disturb not my slumbering fair.
Charming, Miss Larry, charming. Won't you favor us with another selection?
Well, if you really insist.
Pa, you must make her stop.
All right.
Very good, Mary dear. Very good.
But, Papa, this is another song.
Eh? Oh, never mind, my dear. You've delighted us quite long enough. Give the other young ladies a chance to make exhibitions of themselves.
Miss Elizabeth, allow me to congratulate you.
On what?
On your family, of course. A talented young singer, a cousin distinguished for his wit and learning. 2 young sisters were the toast of the officers' mess. A mother who's a most diverting conversationalist. To say nothing of your own dexterity with bow and arrow. Such an interesting, accomplished family.
Miss Elizabeth, I'm afraid something has happened to disturb you.
Nothing at all, thank you.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do?
You can leave me to make a fool of myself alone, if you don't mind.
It's hard to imagine you making a fool of yourself.
Well, I do, frequently. Isn't that what I was doing this afternoon?
I rather admired what you did this afternoon, Miss Elizabeth. Your resentment at what you believed to be an injustice showed courage and loyalty. I could wish that I might possess a friend who would defend me as ably as Mr. Wickham was defended today.
You're very puzzling, Mr. Darcy. At this moment, it's difficult to believe that you're so proud.
At this moment, it's difficult to believe that you are so prejudiced. Shall we not call quits and start again?
Oh, Lizzie, Mr. Bingley's going to arrange a Highland reel for us. Come along.
Yes, please do.
Shall we?
I must insist that you look at Jane and Mr. Bingley. The dear boy makes no secret of his admiration. And the week she was ill here at Netherfield completed the conquest. I knew it would. Wasn't it clever of me to send her over in the rain? And, of course, dear Jane will see that the other girls have an opportunity of meeting all sorts of rich young men.
I told you not to drink so much punch, Kitty. Oh, no, you're quite tipsy.
I am not.
Hold up.
Join us, Step. Hello, Lizzie. Hello, Mr. Darcy. Look at Kitty. She's drunk as a lord.
I am not.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will choose your partners, we will all have a Highland reel.
Such a gay dance, the reel.
Won't you allow me to take you in? I'm sure there must be many young men who are eager to dance it with you.
Ah, Miss Elizabeth, do you recall the first dance? Ah, sir, will you please accept the humble apology of one who's only just learned that you are the nephew of my esteemed patroness, Lady Catherine de Bourgh?
Indeed.
You will be happy to learn that when I left her 2 weeks ago, your gracious aunt was enjoying the best of health.
Dice la mia Mary che conosce una rietta deliziosa.
Con enorme piacere, signora.
1, 2, 3, quella mi raccomando, vero? 1, 2, 3.
Squisita interprete.
Permette, signor Darcy? Vorrei supplicarla di perdonarmi se non sono venuto prima a renderle i miei omaggi. Ho scoperto, per una felice coincidenza, che ella è stretto parente di Lady Catherine de Bourgh, mia grande benefattrice. È davvero straordinario come accadano certi incontri. Chi avrebbe mai pensato che questa sera io avrei avuto l'onore di conoscere un parente di sua signoria? Vorrei assicurarla che Lady Catherine gode ottima salute, almeno fino ad una settimana fa.
Io ne sono felicissimo, signore, ma non ho il piacere di conoscerla.
Sono Collins, William Collins, cugino del signor
Poteva
Bennets.
anche risparmiarsi questa esibizione, soprattutto agli occhi di una persona tanto riservata quale il signor Darcy.
Dice? Io l'ho trovato ad una gentilezza, ad una affabilità squisita.
Oh, venga, signor Collins, non ho ancora finito di spiegarle i segreti della mia torta di mele. Non essere sciocca, Elizabeth, non pensare a Wickham. Darcy vale 1000 volte di più.
Molto bene, bravissima, bravissima, ma ora ci hai deliziato abbastanza, lascia il tempo anche alle altre di esibirsi un po'.
Vieni qua. Ti ha parlato tuo padre?
No, mamma, perché?
Lo farà. Sir Lucas, devo fare una confidenza. Molto probabilmente non avremo un solo matrimonio in famiglia, vero Lisi?
Davvero? Davvero chi è l'altra fortunata?
Mamma, la prego.
Ma perché non dirlo a Sir Lucas? Quando Jenny avrà sposato il signor Bingley, anche Mary e Lydia potranno frequentare la società elevata, conoscere uomini ricchi, e allora sarà facile per loro trovare un'ottima sistemazione.
Oh, Dio volesse che anche la mia Charlotte...
Mamma, temo che il signor Darcy possa sentirci.
Ma chi è questo signor Darcy che deve avere tanta paura di lui? Non mi è niente simpatico, sai? Niente. E poi chi potrebbe rimproverare una madre di sistemare le proprie figliole? Tutto colpa di nonna Margaret. Sì, se non avesse rifiutato di sposare Lord Chesterton, a quest'ora noi saremmo molto più nobili del signor Darcy e di tutti i suoi amici. Ve lo garantisco io.
And his sisters are so fond of Jane. They desire the connection just as much as I do. Are you quite certain on that point?
My dear sir, I've just heard that you are the nephew of Lady Catherine. I assure you, sir, she was well yesterday fortnight. I entreat your pardon for not presenting myself to you sooner.
Lizzie, I'm so happy. I never met such amiability, such sensibility, such sweetness of temper. Do you think he likes me a little?
I suspect that he likes you very much indeed. The silly girl.
Excuse me, Miss Elizabeth. Miss Bennet, I cannot spare you another moment.
Well, I wish Jane success with all my heart. If she were married to him tomorrow...
Come, Charlotte, this is hardly the time to talk of marriage. Jane has known him only a fortnight. She knows very little of his character, nor he of hers.
That is beside the point. Happiness in marriage is entirely a matter of chance.
If the dispositions of the parties are well known beforehand, it does not advance their felicity in the least. They always continue to grow sufficiently unlike afterwards to have their share of vexation. It is better to know as little as possible of the defects of the person with whom you are to pass your life. Oh, Charlotte, you make me laugh. But it is not sound, and you know it is not sound, and that you would never act in that way yourself.
Ah, there you are. But of course, this would be such a splendid thing for my younger girls, Jane's marrying so well. This must throw them in the way of other rich men. Though one can only hope they are none of them so disagreeable as Mr. Darcy.
Madam, for heaven's sake, speak low. You will never recommend yourself to Mr. Bingley by offending Mr. Darcy.
What is Mr. Darcy to me, pray? That I should be afraid of him? I'm sure we owe him no such particular civility as to be obliged to say nothing he may not like to hear.
Oh, Charlotte, everything conspires to vex me this evening. Would that it would end.
My fair cousin, would you do me the honor of dancing with me once more?
No, thank you, sir. I'm a little tired. Why do you not stand up with another young lady, with Miss Lucas?
Oh, thank you, sir, but I have danced enough.
I will introduce you to any young lady in the room.
My dear Miss Elizabeth, dancing is not for me the principal object of this evening's activities. My chief aim is, by delicate attentions, to recommend myself to you. And with that object in view, I shall make a point of remaining close to you for the rest of the evening.
Yes, Lady Lucas, my second daughter settled. A little less brilliantly than Jane, but settled.
Lizzie, Mr. Bingley has taken every dance. I hope you were kind to Mr. Darcy. Mr. Bingley says that he's sure Mr. Wickham's story is untrue.
Mr. Darcy, as we know, shows a different face to many people. I have not a doubt of Mr. Bingley's sincerity, but I think he is mistaken, and Mr. Wickham much put upon.
We are so much looking forward to the marriage, my Jane and Mr. Bingley. Oh, such a charming young man, and so rich, and living so near, and so good for the other girls. He will wake up their ideas of a husband, I have no doubt of it.
You mean the match is arranged?
Oh, bound to be. Look at them. How they bill and coo, like doves.
Mother, hush, please.
I only hope your dear Charlotte does as well, and I'm positive she will, positive. And as for you, Eliza, I will speak as loud as I will, where I will. And what if Mr. Darcy does overhear me? I'm sure we owe him no special civility.
You forget yourself, Mother.
We only have to allow for the necessary preparations of settlement, new carriage, clothes, and so on. And undoubtedly, we shall soon see Jane settled at Netherfield. And Elizabeth, of course, with Mr. Collins.
Mr. Collins?
Shall we not have some music? I have a great desire for a song. Caroline, can we persuade you? Oh. Miss Mary Bennett. I see you've anticipated me.
Lizzie, look. They have been introduced. Can we not prevent him?
Too late.
Mr. Darcy, I have made a remarkable, I must say, an amazing discovery. I understand that you are the nephew of Lady Catherine de Bourgh of Rosings Park. Well, Mr. Darcy, I am in the happy position of being able to inform you that her ladyship was in the best of health 8 days ago.
I'm glad to hear it. Yes. What is your name, sir?
My name is William Collins, Mr. Darcy, and I have the very great honor to... Well...
My mother bids me bind my hair with bands of rosy hue.
You do extremely well, child. You've delighted us long enough. Let the other young ladies have time to exhibit.
If I was so fortunate as to be able to sing, I should have great pleasure, I am sure, in obliging the company with an air. Indeed, I should. For I consider music as a very innocent diversion and perfectly compatible with the profession of a clergyman.
Mr. Collins is such a sensible, respectable young man, and he's taken quite a fancy to Lizzie. And I don't think he could find a better wife. He favoured Jane at first, but Bingley was there before him. Now there will be a great marriage. And of course, that will throw the girls into the path of other rich men.
Lord Denny, fetch me a glass of wine. I can scarce draw breath. I'm so fat.
Is that Mr. Darcy of Penley in Derbyshire?
I believe so.
I must make myself known to him immediately.
But,
He's
sir.
the nephew of my esteemed patroness, Lady Catherine.
Mr. Collins, he will consider it an impertinence.
Mr. Darcy? Mr. Darcy? Mr. Darcy? Good evening.
What interesting relatives you have, Miss Elizabeth.
I believe we have a mutual acquaintance. The person who took Lady Catherine's birth.
Very dear, you have delighted us long enough. Let the other young ladies have a turn.
I've had her since I was a child, and then she died. I have a beautiful grave. Of course, Caroline's a much better rider than I am. Of course.
We fully expect a most advantageous marriage. But my Jane marrying so grand must throw her sisters in the way of other rich men.
family are having a competition to see who can expose themselves to the most ridicule.
Well, at least Bingley has not noticed.
No. I think he likes her very much.
But does she like him? There are few of us who are secure enough to be really in love without proper encouragement. Bingley likes her enormously, but might not do more if she does not help him on.
But she's just shy and modest. If he cannot perceive her regard, he is a fool.
We are all fools in love. He does not know her character as we do. She should move fast, snap him up. There is plenty of time for us to get to know them after we're married.
I can't help feeling that at any point this evening, someone's going to produce a piglet and make us chase it.
Apologise, sir. I'm awfully sorry. Do forgive me.